Gonna check the audio. Check the audio. All right, welcome back, Rage Nation. We got something kind of cool that we're going to do today. So if you are, sorry, rolling around in my roller chair. So if you are looking at us on live stream, we got a couple of boxes and stuff that we're going to check out. And yeah, we're going to see some things that are coming out in, I think these boxes and stuff were supposed to come out in February, but I believe that they got delayed a little bit and they're actually coming out this month in March. So if they aren't available, they're definitely coming out soon. I think that's why Wyrd sent them, so we could show them off to everybody. So we got three things that we're going to look at. We have the Wonderlust Box, which is one of the Explorers Society Versatile Box. So that's the first thing we're going to look at. Just throw those things over the side. We'll look at those after. So yeah, this is kind of cool. I'm glad that this box is a thing because I think there's three really solid models in here. We have the Alpinist, we have the Bellhop Porter, and then we have Jessie Holliday. So she goes really good in Apex. I haven't seen what people are using the Bellhop Porter for. I think he goes well with mechanical people. I can't remember what that crew is exactly called off the top of my head. And then the Alpinist, I don't know, it's a billy goat that does things. It looks kind of cool. So we're going to look at what's in the box and let's check out this. So this is Versatile Box. Don't have to pay extra taxes on this. All right, so we got 2 sprues, cards. Okay, and base is perfect. Okay, looks like 2 30s and 140. Got the cards we'll check out in a minute. So just looking really quick. This one is, I believe, Jessie Holliday. And it is. So she's kind of got an interesting just little sprue. Looks like she's only got 5 pieces on there. Oh, God, these little, I know it's kind of hard to see with what I got there. Maybe I'll put the box back down so it'll be easier for you guys to see. Maybe not. All right, we'll have to kind of just deal with that. But something that I'm looking at is it has this little harpoon head on it. I mean, but it looks easy to put together. You just put the body together, head and arms, but that little harpoon piece is going to come off. The little crystal looks fine, but there we go. You can kind of see it there. So It's an easy kit to put together, but I can guarantee that little harpoon is going to bust off pretty easily. Okay. So that's Jessie's sprue. And then the other two sprues that we have are the bellhop porter. And then we have up here just the billy goat, the alpinist, which doesn't look too bad to put together. These kits are really, the ones that they're making for Wyrd, really are kind of coming along a lot better. And give me a sec, guys. I'm actually going to go ahead and make this easier for us to see. Give me one sec. Hope I got it up here. And thought I had my black mat up here, but I don't know if I do. Do I have it up here? I don't. Oh, there it is. We got it. I think this black mat will make it easier for us to see what's going on here. We did get some new lights, so that's made it easier to kind of see what's going on. There we go. Perfect. All right, so we'll look at Jessie's sprue again here. All right, so going back to it. There we go. Okay, so going back to it. So it's a little easier to kind of see. Yeah, that's a lot better to see. So you can see the little harpoon piece I was talking about. That looks like that's going to break off pretty easy. But the details that it has on it are pretty amazing. You can see like she's wearing some almost like overall looking clothes. Easy sprue to put together. And then going back to the bellhop porter. I like this because it just kind of reminds me of like a robot butler. Once again, super easy to put together. I'm really happy with the quality of these sprues. Little billy goat. Pretty much just slapping the body together, head together, and then just slapping the legs on. Pretty easy to put this together. Which is good because the people that I have tried to get into Malifaux, one of the bigger complaints I've heard about is definitely just how difficult it is to put this stuff together. Okay, we got the cards. I'm just going to look at these real quick. I know what Jessie does, but I really haven't looked at the bellhop porter or the alpinist that much. So she's really cool just because, and if I hold this up a little better, I don't have the autofocus on because it's harder to see. But she's a solid model. The thing I like about her the best... Sorry, I threw something at my dog because she was whining. So... The thing I like about her the best, though, is she fits in with Wastrel pretty easy because she has the draw card if you're next to a scrap or a corpse marker. But the other thing that really is nice about her is that she can basically, what is it? I think she gets soul stone somehow. Let's see. Yeah. So on a mass trigger on her archaeological dig, she can generate soul stones. So really, really cool abilities with her. She's a nice flexible piece to have. Bellhop porter just looks cool. Like I said, he's a robot butler. Let's see, anything kind of cool on him. He has accomplice, extended reach, so you can't really... charge actions don't do a ton against him. Let's see here. Oh yeah, he gives out shielding, right? At the start of this model's activation, it gains shielded. Oh, it gains shielded. I thought there was something where he kind of gave it out. Other friendly model, this model gains shielded. What the hell? Stop. It's really kind of annoying because my dog is whining because my son likes to put food in his room and she's like wanting to go check it out. So that's the deal right now. So yeah, it's I've got your back, which is cool, but at your service, that's what I was talking about, where he can give out shielded, and I think one of the crews likes that a lot. Okay, and the alpinist, little billy goat. Let's see your climbing gear. Oh, that's cool. So friendly models within 4 ignore models, terrain, and vertical distance while moving. That's interesting. Rush, Stampede, does Billy Goat things. Can remove scrap markers, and it heals. That's good against models like Mei Fang. Definitely. So, yeah, cards are there. Good quality. They're not potato chipping or anything kind of crazy. Three good flexible models. So I'm really excited to play against this kind of stuff. Because I think they're just really interesting, and each crew plays very differently in the Explorer Society, which is always fun. So, definitely cool. All right, so that's looking at the first box. So that's the Wunderlust Box. Definitely cool. I like the art on that. I gotta read. So I have the fluff for these guys that I have to read just to figure out what's exactly going on with some of the fluff behind this stuff. All right, so we're gonna go ahead and put that to the side. I'm not gonna pack it back up. We are going to kind of show the box off later, and you guys will see why. Something cool that we're going to be doing here. All right, so the next box that they ended up sending us was this rank and file box. Now, I forgot this box was coming out, but apparently they resculpted the rank and file for the guard models, and this is for the guild. So this includes models like your guard patrol. It comes with 4 of them. And then you have sergeants, and there's 2 of them. So I thought this was an interesting box. I know the guard patrols are, because this is part of the summoning crew for Dashel. So if you're thinking about starting Dashel, this is a really good box to have. And the fact that it comes with 6 models is great for a summoner. So let's see what this box is going to look like. So let's dump this out. So we got sergeant cards. Cool deal. All right. So lots of little models, lots of things going on there. We'll put this to the side here. Okay. All right, so it comes in 3 sprues. So looking at this one, this looks like the sergeant. So is this just one of them? Nope, this is 2 sergeants. Once again, I will point out that the kits look extremely easy to put together. Which, that whenever I look at a Malifaux kit now, that's the thing that I'm looking for, is like, is Wyrd improving the kits? And I think the easy answer that I've seen with the last 4 kits that I've done is mostly yes. There's only been a couple of models that I've been like, this is still not good. The main one was the mechanical attendant out of the new Hoffman box. But everything else that I've seen looks pretty good. These 2 models, super easy to put together, it looks like. Not hard. Okay, let's see what the guard patrol looks like. So lots of capes. I mean, if you like kind of like the Desperado cape looking feel, this guard patrol has it. It's cool. Lots of little swords. I love the hats, man. These hats are sweet. Definitely. Lots of guns. Lots of bandanas. Almost looks a lot like Parker's crew a little bit. Okay, that's cool. Lots of flowing capes. You could do a lot of dust effects with those. And then this is another... Yep, this is the last guard. Last 2 guards. So there's 2 on this sprue and 2 on this sprue. And I like that they look different. I don't know, if you're a Dashel player, I mean, tell me, I mean, is this something that they've needed? I mean, I see a lot of Dashel players that already have this stuff. So I don't know if they just redid this box because it was harder to get the older stuff. I'm not sure. So that's kind of interesting. Let's take a look at the cards, just see how many we get in here. Hopefully we got 1 of each. tell you what, these tarot cards are one of my favorite things about Malifaux. Alright, so we got the 2 sergeants. I kind of wish one of the sergeants was female. That's just me. We got Senior Mustache and then Longbeard over here. Got one pointing and one standing pretty stoically. There we go. We got a female character there. Looks like she's kind of running and gunning. And it's cool because they look like normal. And that, I think that's one of the things I like about Malifaux the most, is just that the sculpts look like actual people. They're not super cartoony. They're not like these, you know, orcs from 40K that look ridiculous. So just really cool to see that they just look like normal people, and the sculpts look legit. The sizing's good. Scaling looks pretty good too. Let's see here. Pursue, loot their corpse. Let's see here. Soulstone crew, take the hit. I didn't know they had to take the hit. How many? So that's ridiculous. So you can have this guy sitting next to Dashel and just taking the hit. That's kind of crazy. Anything interesting on the back? They got a sword. They got a revolver. So they're only stat 4 on their revolvers, but I think they get a +1 if somebody already activated. Yeah, it does. So that's essentially a stat 5. And I think the big deal with the guard patrol is you're just getting a bunch of shots out there, so eventually you're going to hit something with it. Creep along's decent. Let's see here. Not bad. Alright, so that's kind of cool. I like that. Definitely like the sculpts. Sculpts are, once again, really cool. Alright, so the last thing that I wanted to show, because Wyrd sent this too, and I think they sent this because they know I play a lot of Neverborn, is we got this from Nightmares Through the Breach book. And anybody that watched Craig's stream, you already saw this, which was great. I haven't played Through the Breach yet. I would like to try it out sometime. With a lot of tabletop games, it's hard to get an RPG night as well. So, but just looking at the book, not going to crease this too much. But you can see this is Neverborn stuff. So this is if you wanted to create a Neverborn. If you look, it'll give you an intro. It gives you the Neverborn, denizens of Malifaux, because they were one of the original people of Malifaux. And then it starts getting into your talents and magic equipment, and then the bestiary. So what you choose to be, and then also what the binding of black blood. Nekima rises. Nekima, lots of people have fun playing against her. Pew! Mimic Society. That's kind of cool. I have to read this a little bit, definitely, even though I'm not planning on playing this too soon. Bloodline. So you can be a Mimic, a Nephilim, Half-Blood, Woe, or Nightmare. So that's kind of cool. I do like the randomness of it. I don't like it when everything is so predetermined, and I like RPGs when your character's a little bit random and then you kind of adjust to it after that. Yeah, so I mean, I'm not a big Through the Breach kind of guy, but this book definitely has me interested. I commented in Craig's chat for Third Floor War. I was like, you know, this has me like curious enough where I'll check it out, right? So definitely. And I think that's a lot of people who play Malifaux. They've seen this and have been interested in it, but a lot of people haven't pulled the trigger on it. So I definitely am curious enough where I'll try it out. This is probably, if I was looking at playing RPGs, first on my list is the Magic the Gathering Theros D&D book. I want to run a campaign through that. And then second after that is playing in a Through the Breach RPG, just gaming group, because I think that would be a lot of fun. So definitely a lot of fun. All right, let's see what else we got here. Let's just kind of thumb through this a bit, just so people can see what you got. The artwork's just amazing. It is, I mean, I understand that it's easy to pull up artwork that already exists. I like, let's see here if we can find an example of, do they have a picture in here of something that we haven't seen quite yet? All right, what is this? This looks like cool artwork. Yeah, see, that's cool. So this is, if I'm going to buy an RPG book like this, I want all the fluff that we see in the beginning of it, but I also want to see a lot of artwork that I haven't seen before. I'm not a huge fan of when artwork just gets recycled. That's cool too. That's cool. Although the changelings are creepy as hell. Yeah, see, so stuff like this, that's boss. Check that out. Really, really cool artwork. Yeah, so I'm glad they threw some more artwork into this. Let's flip through this a little bit more. These guys are actually, the Half-Bloods are interesting. I actually am curious enough where I've thought about trying them out in the game because I've never seen them on the board. So I think I'm going to try to find a list a crew where I can play these Half-Bloods because you just don't see them a lot for one reason or another. Same thing with Tuco. I wish Tuco was better and throw him in a list. Somebody tell me if you got a cool list where you can throw Tuco in. Killjoy. Speaking of somebody we wish were better, Killjoy. Killjoy, ugh. What a corpulent, reeking mess of a monster. Talent. Dude, that's sick. Look at this. Like putting pins in a heart. It's freaking gross. So, and I think that's a good point. James commented in the feed. He was talking about seeing the new art, whether we're going to see new sculpts coming up in the not too far future. And I would agree. That would be awesome. Seeing new artwork like that. Can make Half-Bloods maybe work with Lucius. Yeah, Lucius is tough to... I will say I have played Lucius and I like Lucius. And I think he's actually somewhere around the corner here. But Lucius is tough to get working. I mean, I whenever I play him, I can do things. But it's just kind of interesting when you play him, for sure. You gotta get reps with him. He's not one you can just... the Bandersnatch! The ads, Bandersnatch is, bump the camera a little bit. Bandersnatch is legit. Love that, playing that in Nightmare. The Poppets. Dude, this stuff night is sick. I don't know, the red cap, sure, but man, look at this. Look at this guy. Or girl. Or thing. It's a thing. It's a Poppet. Dude, this is like extremely legit. The Knight of the Hobby Horse. This character's charge has been increased by +2. Okay, that's cool. I almost want to create a creature and I just want to be a Poppet with this, and be a stuffed knight. That's really dope. Oh, there he is, Teddy, the beast. Dude. Look at this. The 4 little horseman add-ons. Weak old horse meat, something wicked, authoritative, horns, and iron shod. Dude, that's sweet. I love that. Oh man, this book is cool. Sorry. I got a boon that I got to set up. I just need a heavier stand. We're actually getting pretty legit. We got some better lights, which I got to play with because I still got a shadow over the camera here. But the lighting is better, so we're getting there. I think the next couple things we're going to use to upgrade a lot of this video content now that we have the lighting is a better stand and a higher quality camera. Just to get, because I would love to get more in-depth shooting and definition of all this stuff when I'm showing it up close like this. Ooh, that's kind of sick. Nephilims. Nephilim art is always sick. Got some matures and young. They got new boxes for all this Nephilim stuff coming out too, so that's cool. Yeah, so this, oh man, check this out. So, you got a little tree here. So you got the Fae, the Tyrants, got all the Tyrants laid out there. Greater powers, creations. That's cool, man. But the thing I always said was also cool is you got character sheets that you can print off in the back. And you got what lines or whatever that is, skills you want to pursue. Equipment, aspects, that's kind of cool. Twist deck. I wonder what that's keeping track of. Maybe that's what you flipped or used that turn, maybe? Not sure. Yeah, so this book is really sweet. I definitely am going to check out this. I asked Craig, I was like, hey, can we do this when we go camping sometime? He's like, yeah, down the line. Man, reclaim what is ours. That's right. Remember, these are the originals. Except for, that looks like Explorers Society dude there. They are the original. They're the natives. So don't mess with them. I do love Neverborn. They're really cool. Yeah. Oh, man. So I think if I was running a campaign off of using this book, I think you could run a campaign. I think I could get through enough of this and just understand how to run a game just from this book. Because honestly, you could almost just use like standard Malifaux rules for the combat system and then just use this for the characters and the fluff. But there definitely is, I believe, a main rule book for the others, or Through the Breach, that you can use. I called it the other side, but it's Through the Breach. But I would say you could probably pick this book up and run a campaign just off of this if you want to do is just a strict Neverborn campaign and just like fighting just the natives of Neverborn. Because looking through here in the bestiary, there's not any stats for anything non-Neverborn, and all the characters that you can create. What the fuck was that? Look at that. What the hell? Tooth fairies. These are the creepiest tooth fairies ever. Sorry, I just flipped through this and I was like, what the hell is that? And you got a swarm of them. Dude, when you fall asleep, they rip out your teeth and just start gnawing on them. How creepy is that? Pretty gnarly. But anyways, like I was saying, so you got the bestiary and then you got building your own characters. So yeah, just really cool. Got the Autumn Nights. And then I think even if you're a fluff person, I would just buy this just for the fluff, because I think the first about 50 pages are just fluff, it looks like. Yeah, there's the man Lucius himself. So I think this is a great place to get you some more background if you're really into Neverborn, for sure. Really cool art, really cool book. So what we're doing is, I'm doing this a little different than some of the other channels because I want to share in some good fortunes. I mean, Wyrd didn't have to send this stuff. They sent it because they want people to look at their product. They want to see that, you know, it's improving, and they want to show the high quality product that they're putting out. So they've been sending it out to some of the podcasts and YouTube channels and various things. And I'm actually, so the last one I did, we did a battle report with Apex, which should be coming out hopefully this month. I started editing it and just working out the kinks. It should get edited out here pretty quick. So we use that in a battle report. You'll get to see kind of the cool stuff that, depending on how the battle went. But for this one, we're going to do something a little different. So we have three things that we got here. We got From Nightmares, we have the Rank and File box, and then we have the Wonderlust box. So what we're going to do, and I'm going to share the crap out of this. So all you have to do is you have to leave a comment in the video once it's posted. So not in the live chat, because I'm not going to go back and look at that. But once the video is posted on YouTube and I start sharing it, I want you to leave a comment, and I want you to tell me which box or book you want. So if you want the book, just say From Nightmares. If you want Rank and File, say Rank and File. Want Wonderlust. So you can pick one, okay? I'm going to pick one different person for each one, so nobody's going to win all three, all right? All you have to do is leave a comment of which one you want, and then you also have to just tell me, I don't know, what do you like about each one? What are you going to use the Rank and File box for? Or what are you going to use the Wonderlust box for? Or if you get the Through the Breach book, what are you going to do with the Through the Breach book? I'm looking for typical Rage Quit Wire shit. We're looking for stuff that's funny. We're looking at maybe a shared experience where something went horribly, horribly wrong. Maybe you're down on your luck and you need a little pick-me-up and you need the Rage Quit Wire to help you out. Whatever. We like sap stories too, because, you know, we lose and get pissed off and want to make ourselves feel better all the time. So let us know which box or book you want, and then just a reason why. And just keep in mind, making Pete laugh and making Pete, you know, tugging at my heartstrings also helps. So it just depends on what you want to share. I'm leaving it pretty open. I'm going to leave that option open for a week. So today is essentially the 17th. So before I leave for my camping trip next Friday, so next Thursday, that's when we're going to go ahead and decide who won each thing. I'll send it out. This does include people across the pond. So if you're from England or if you're from somewhere else, just hit me up if I like your comment. Yeah, I don't care if you're across the pond or if you're somewhere else. We'll go ahead and hook you up. All right, so that's really it. I'm really excited to start, and I already wrote an article on this on RageQuitWire.com. I'm really excited because there's been so many releases since the pandemic started that I'm really excited to start doing tournaments again, because seeing stuff like this on the board is just going to be freaking sweet, man. I mean, watching Apex shoot the crap out of people, seeing people get some of these new cool models for Guild. Really excited to start going to tournaments and seeing this thing. Opening it back up safely, of course. But, you know, it's just, we got to live our lives, people. We got to get out and have fun. You can be a vassal warrior. That's fine. But there's a lot to be said for the human portion of it, right? I mean, we've started gaming in small groups. And we're actually looking at doing a small event up in Columbia, South Carolina for X-Wing. We're going to a tournament for that. And hopefully one of our Georgia groups are going to run a Malifaux tournament here soon, so we can go to that as well. Yeah, the new sculpts are amazing. Really excited to see them. Oh, yeah. And I did prime up my Malisaurus Rex. I'm actually going to paint that with the Fae. And I'm going to probably do the... it's tough. I'm either going to do Fae or Wong in the next battle report that we record, especially since we got the new lighting and stuff. So we're really excited for that, just to really start doing some cool things with that. I'm really excited to paint that Malisaurus Rex. I think that just these new boxes that are coming out, the models are awesome. I almost want to play Hoffman. I got that Hoffman box where I almost just want to run that. But we'll see. Anyways, really excited to give this stuff away. I want to give back to the community. The Malifaux community has been really good to Rage Quit Wire. We've had a lot of people join up on our Patreon at patreon.com/RageQuitWire. If you want to support us directly, that's great. Even $1 helps. That's how we got these lights to help improve the set. That's what helped get the microphone. That's a lot better, higher quality. That's what's going to help us get the camera and improve video content, because we look at improving video content. That's our next goal. So yeah, we really appreciate the Malifaux community. You guys have done an awesome job, welcomed us in, and accepted the salt of the Rage Quit Wire. So with that being said, don't forget to comment which one of these you want and why. Remember, laughing and pulling at heartstrings, that counts for something. And also, just remember, flip them cards, flip your table, and we'll see y'all next time. Appreciate you.